Success means different things for different people, right? For some, it might be getting the job they've always wanted. For others, it could be running your own business. For some more, it could be just living a simple yet happy life, while others enjoy the intricacies and challenges the world presents. To put it simply, success means turning your desires into reality. Most people get it wrong, though. Success isn't a destination. You don't set your goal on becoming successful. Instead, you become really good at something, and as a result, in the eyes of others, you will be seen as successful. Really, success is like a benefit of winning the game that you're playing. So with this made clear, here's our take on the 15 rules of success. Welcome to Alux, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Number 1. Have a vision and a plan, or all you'll be left with are dreams. People who don't know where they want to go, they get swept up by the current and their lives are no longer theirs. Other people will choose for you who you are, what you do, what you like, whom you marry, what you do with your spare time, and more, until there's nothing left of the person you once thought you were. If you want to be successful, you need a North Star. You have to have a target, a clear goal on which all of your efforts are focused. Number 2, if you don't ask, the answer is no. Now this point can be expanded to you miss every opportunity you don't go for. So here's why this rule is so important. In almost all cases, even if you don't get the answer you wanted, the default result is your current state. You're not losing anything but a bit of time, and considering your current reality, you've got plenty of that. In gambling terms, this is a free roll, which translates to although there's a small chance you get it, there's no downside in trying. Now here's the real secret behind this, okay? It's a numbers game. When we were starting out, everybody told us it's unlikely we'll make it because 9 out of 10 businesses fail. Our answer was simple. We'll just build 10 businesses. It didn't take 10 times, but what became Alux was our 4th try. You only need to get it right once, and your entire life changes. Number 3, 80% done and delivered now is better than 100% perfect, but never released. We're all perfectionists, right? Which is why not that much gets done. People obsess about the littlest of things and get stuck in the process to the point where they abandon the entire effort. The world is better off with little value put forward than it is without any of it. Your job is to get the value out as soon as possible. This teaches you more about the world, about yourself, than anything else. Take our Sunday motivational video, for example. We could have easily spent another full month working on this video alone, doing more animations, polishing the graphics, but 80% of that value lies in the information. The presentation is good enough for you to get the value. Everything else is just decoration. Now, don't get us wrong, okay? Decoration is fun, awesome. But people want the cake, not the candles you put on top. If you want to be successful, you have to stop self-sabotaging. It'll never be perfect. Get it out and then build on top of what the feedback is. In the tech space, this is called a minimum viable product, or MVP. It's the first generation, bare bones version that's good enough for people to use. And good enough when you need it is always better than perfect, but too late. Number 4, the time will pass anyway, so you might as well use it. Everybody thinks they've got time, so they can afford to waste some of it. But reality hits you hard when you realize time is picking up speed as you progress in life. Can you believe how far into the year we already are? What about how quickly the past 10 years have gone by? Time will pass anyway, so 5 years from now, you might as well have your degree, your business, or your career, okay? The choices you're making right now determine where you'll be 10 years from now. If you want to be successful later on, make the choices today that will allow you to get there in the future. Number 5, nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. If you want to be successful, sorry to break it to you, okay, but you can't escape the hard work requirement. As much as you're trying to play the game to find the shortcuts, at some point you'll find yourself before the track and you'll have to run that race yourself. You're smart. You probably think you can find a cheat code to winning this with less effort than anyone else. Well, you found it, okay? This list right here is all the value that we've managed to find in our own race and bring it all together. We're serving you the best of the best on a silver platter, and even here, hard work is still on the menu. People will help to motivate you. Some will cheer for you, some will help you overcome obstacles along your journey. But this is your journey. They've got their own. If you've chosen to swim in the deep waters of uncertainty, risk, and reward, you better start swimming because there's no guarantee a lifeguard's going to show up in time. Take ownership of your present and the future. This is one of the first lessons we realized when we began meditating. The fact that we are so much in control of our destiny, that it's great to have valuable people around you, but unless you're solid on your own feet, you're unlikely to break through to the next level. And we distilled this type of mindset and realization in our Mind Mastery Premium Experience, available for purchase at Alux.org. It's a 21-day challenge where you learn the valuable skills of meditation and how to use your mind to come up with creative solutions to problems that you're facing in your daily life. We know that $250 is a lot for some of you, but a single idea from that course can grow into millions. So, if you go to Alux.org and use the code ALUXER at checkout, you'll get 25% off the course as a gift from us to you. We'll see you in there. Number 6, be grateful for what you have, but you should always want more. Now, this is something that people have said to us. You've done so much, you've got enough, you should take a break. Not once, but we've heard this numerous times. So here's the thing about that, though. There's no limit to how much good you can do. The more you work, the more opportunities to help you have. Why would you take a break when you're winning and your work is helping you and those around you to live a better life? People grow up with this mindset of limited resources, like the pie is finite. For them, if you take 2 slices of pie, then there isn't much left for anyone else. What these people don't understand is that there is no pie initially. I baked it myself, okay? I know how to bake pies. Actually, I've been making more than one pie and are giving these out to other people. So how about you just let me eat this slice of pie in peace, Karen? Live life appreciating what you have. Be grateful for the good life that you're living right now. Although it might not feel like it, it can always get worse, okay? So be grateful. But, it's more than okay to want to get to the next level, to want to experience more than your current reality. There are levels to the things that you can do in life, how many people you can help, and the impact you can have. Your job now is to figure out how far you can get in this game. You want to be successful, to be grateful for what you have, but to play the game the best way you can. So what's your high score, Aluxer? Number 7, success comes as a result of putting order into chaos. So if you're living in chaos, the likelihood of success is left to chance. And by now, we both know that luck is not a strategy. Every successful individual has become successful by putting order to chaos. That's what solving problems is, actually. Problems are chaotic, so what you have to do is to find some chaos, or problems, and put some order to it. Now, this entire piece is about the rules of success and what you can do today to increase your chances of success tomorrow. So how chaotic is your life right now? Take a look around you. How clean is your room? What about your house, your car? How clear are your goals? How orderly is your life? The mind cannot focus in a chaotic environment because it's distracted by all the noise. You want to put order in your life? Start small. Clean your room, make your bed, empty your phone, create a to-do list for everything that's been stressing you out, and know that you should be getting done. The to-do list is the first step toward bringing some order to your chaos. Then, do the things you write on that list. Do them for real. Once you're done, you won't believe how powerful you'll feel, okay? You'll just have taken control of your life. This notion of order in chaos will spread throughout your entire life, okay? So keep your word. Be on time. This drops down the level of chaos into a predictable order. Nobody likes people who are bringing their chaos into other people's lives, so try not to be one of them. You want to be successful? Put order to your chaos. Number 8, hardships are life's way of testing how badly you want it. Sometimes life throws some big roadblocks your way. To keep up with the previous metaphor, think of them very much like a boss fight in video games. When things get hard, life is testing you to see what you're made of and if you're ready for growth or not. The fact that you've come this far and are now facing this should tell you that you're on the right path. Hardships are just opportunities for you to evolve. It's hard because you're not strong enough, not ready enough to overcome it yet, but that's exactly why you need to face it. In the process of overcoming it, it'll force you to grow, to be more than what you currently are. Hardships are a part of everyone's journey, but here's how we think about them. Every time you encounter a problem, life is testing you if you're worthy of what's beyond it. Most people will not be able to overcome it, so they won't get the prize. This is what they mean when they say 9 out of 10 businesses will fail. That one that survives is the one worthy of the prize. Never be faced by obstacles, hardships, or uncomfortable problems that you have to solve, because once you do, you'll have proven yourself worthy. You want to be successful, so overcome the problems ahead of you. Number 9, wake up with purpose. Now, an important rule of success has to do with your mornings and the way you organize your day. People of purpose usually wake up early. Why? Well, because they need more time to do the things that they know will push the needle further. The moment you begin waking up with purpose, with a clear and actionable goal in mind, you're no longer lingering through life. You have a purpose here. Not a wish, not a dream, a purpose. I woke up today to get this done, and I will not go to bed until I do it. How many of you have no idea what to do these days? How many of you feel like you lack direction in your life? How many of you want someone to hold your hand and walk you toward the things you feel like you need? This is because you're lacking purpose, okay? A clear purpose defines clear steps and actions that you need to take. There's no longer a confusion of what you should be doing next. You don't complain or procrastinate when you have a purpose. People have survived wars, labor camps, the darkest evils because of the purpose of seeing their family one more time. And you think you can't stop watching TikTok videos? Come on, you want to be successful, okay? So find your purpose. Number 10, monetize your passion. Now, you've heard it in so many different ways, like find a job and you won't ever work a day in your life. Not really, okay? But despite this being one of the most well-known rules of success, a quick glance at society reveals a brutal truth. Everyone who's super successful has leveraged this rule to their favor. Everyone we look up to has figured out how to monetize their passion, while everyone else is crying themselves to sleep. Now, here's where things get interesting, though. There are so many people in this world that, statistically speaking, somebody has already figured this out before you. Even better, you probably already know them because you've naturally gravitated toward them. Your passion has worked on your behalf. Just study them and figure out how they've managed to monetize and slowly begin to follow in their footsteps. Nobody in their right mind would keep doing this for long without a payout unless you're having fun and passionate about what you're doing. So here's the cheat sheet to monetizing anything. Figure out 4 of these things and you are golden, okay? So first of all, figure out if it's going to be a product or a service. Second, figure out how much you're going to charge. Third, figure out how you're going to reach people. And fourth, figure out how you're going to take their money. Although these 4 might sound like it's one thing, they require different types of expertise. By the time you solve these 4 puzzles, you're already winning. Number 11, find people who are walking in the same direction as you and walk together. Now, a major rule of success comes from the people you associate with, because you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. Are they successful? Because if so, you're probably successful yourself. Are they losers? Well, guess what? You probably are too. When it comes to hunting for goals and success, it's a lot easier to hunt in packs, to motivate each other, to call yourselves out on your bullshit and be there if the situation requires it. There's an old African proverb that goes like this: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. No matter how strong you think you are, unless you build a team, surround yourself with people going the same way you are, you're gonna burn out, be taken away by the current, and eventually drown. Nobody is really self-made. We all sought help along the way, and if a mentor is something you want but don't have access to the right ones locally, well, the Alux app has you covered here, okay? We designed the app to function like a high-performance coach. Every day, there is new sessions going live dedicated to helping you level up your financial health, physical and emotional wellness, strengthening your relationships, your mind, and your body. All of your bases are covered for a small fraction of what an actual professional coach would cost. Even better, we hire industry experts, pay them their steep fees, sit them down in a studio and have them teach you on camera how they got to where they are today. So, if you're ready to kick your journey into a higher gear, download the Alux app, scan this QR code on screen, and you'll get 25% off the annual membership. See you on the inside. Number 12. Where your focus is where your reality follows. Now, we shouldn't be talking about the rules of success without mentioning one of the most important ones. Your focus determines your destiny. How do you spend your time? What are you doing every day? Toward what does your attention go? Be honest with yourself. Where is it really going? That's why your reality is the way it is. If you want your life to change, you first have to change yourself. For some reason, people want change without making any changes. How's that supposed to work? You've probably heard of the definition of insanity as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Are you getting the results you want? If yes, good, great, okay, keep doing what you're doing. But if you're not, you better reevaluate yourself because your future is just around the corner and you, my friend, are not ready for it. If you want to be successful, learn how to focus your efforts in the right direction. Number 13. For your life to be more than what it is, you need to be more than what you are. Now, we wanted to expand on the previous point because it's crucial to your future. We're not going to sugarcoat it for you. There are tiers to life. There are experiences, places, people, events which you will never have access to with your current condition. Everyone wants to date a supermodel, but nobody wants to work hard enough to be in the position to date a supermodel. Everybody wants their partner to be amazing at everything, but they themselves are mediocre at best. Everyone wants to create incredible memories, but very few are willing to put in the effort to get there. The more you develop personally, the more doors open for you. Guess what? Okay, behind those doors, there are other rooms you don't even know exist right now. Life has this strange way of giving us what we want, but people never ask for more. This is what is meant when people say, invest in yourself. Use your time, money, and resources to develop, to grow, to experiment, to learn to become more than what you are. You first put in the work, and then the awards will follow, okay? It is not the other way around. Number 14. Success is the result of managing existing resources efficiently. Now here's the truth, okay? Life is a strategy game. You get a limited amount of resources to start. You've got some time, a little bit of money, and just a few tools at your disposal. You're consuming this on a device, so you might have more than you think you do. You have to make some choices. Where should your resources go? Now, before you rub the Cheeto dust off your fingers and start ranting about people being born rich and how unfair life is, just know there are people out there who started with way less than what you did and by your age have achieved way more. So check yourself, okay? Everybody has their own pace, but everybody gets handed a different starting hand. Maybe you got lucky and you were born into a decent family with decent opportunities at your doorstep. But maybe you didn't. Maybe life was hard for you in the beginning, and maybe it still is. But you can give up or play the game because you're already in it, okay? You're smart. Look around you. You paid with money and time to purchase these things you're surrounded by. So ask yourself, how can I use these things to get myself more money and more time? Your problem isn't that you don't have the best resources. No, it's that you're too lazy to use the resources that you already have. Number 15. Success is the sum of small actions repeated daily. Now, becoming successful is fairly easy. You do the things that you need to do every single day until you get there. The hard part comes from lacking consistency. It's fairly easy to get in shape. The hard part is ignoring the cake for a couple of months. What's the one thing that if you did it every day for 1,000 days, that would definitely get you there? Don't rush it, because this is important, okay? Once you find that thing, do it and don't stop. 1,000-day challenge to win at life. Are you in or nah? If you want to be successful, you have to know the rules of success, and you just went through all of them, okay? Which raises the question, which one clicked with you the most? We're super interested in knowing which ones sparked an idea in your mind, so let us know in the comments. And as a thank you for watching this video until the very end, because you're a real Aluxer, you're getting a bonus. And that bonus is simple but beautiful. Be kind, okay? Be kind consistently. Actually make an effort to be kind and give back. This is one of the biggest mysteries in our life. Call it karma, call it the universe, call it the law of attraction, call it whatever you like, okay? But every time we gave to someone else, it came back to us tenfold. We're not even joking, okay? People say charity should be done in silence, but for the past 10 years, we've provided food for the elderly or those less fortunate. We've donated over 50% of our clothing. We've donated money. During the pandemic, we provided bags of everything that grandmas and grandpas would possibly need to every set we knew, even if they weren't our own, so that they didn't have to go buy supplies, groceries, and food themselves. Honestly, we've also been doing it for selfish reasons too, because it makes us feel really good to give back to others. It's like a high you get when you're doing good. It's almost addictive. And maybe you don't have enough to give, or you're not feeling generous, and that's okay as well. There are other things you can do to give back. It costs nothing to not be an asshole. Here's a golden nugget, okay? A couple of years ago, we made up a concept called the kindness arbitrage that, to this day, is a very active part of our lives. A kindness arbitrage is when it costs you a little, but you're getting a big result for somebody else. Now, we've mentioned grandmas, or your parents for that matter. A 15-minute phone call with your grandma is costing you 15 minutes, but you're gonna make her week because she hasn't heard from you in so long. $200 for us is honestly not that much money, but for a family that's been struggling to provide food or toys for their children during the holidays, $200 is a game changer. There are little acts of kindness that go a long way, and the trade is always worth it. Just look at the way you live. You're blessed to have so much it almost feels weird. If you've made it this far, we're so proud of you. We're sure this last point got you thinking about how to use this kindness arbitrage in your life. And we promise you that even if it doesn't come back to you in material form, it will absolutely be worth it. Mix it with the rules of success that we mentioned in this list, and you'll have everything you need. When answering today's question, make sure to write ROS in the comments. It stands for Rules of Success, and that way we know you've gotten all the way through them to number 16. You didn't just skim through this list. You were dedicated, and we love that about you. We'll see you back here next time, Aluxer. Until then, take care, my friend.